マジToday I added to Nitobe and Misaki workload. I gave them a reading assignment in addition to the homework they received from Paul Wilson. The book I want them to read will be a bit of a challenge for them, but I would like to start them on something different, something difficult, so that I can see how they handle it. The book I selected is Oscar and Lucinda by Peter Kelly, which was awarded the Booker Prize for Literature in the United Kingdom in 1988. The Booker Prize is one of the UK's most prestigious awards for literature, although the books that tend to get chosen for the shortlist can really be considered mainstream. At more than 500 pages in length, Oscar and Lucinda will put a lot of pressure on them, but I'm hoping that they will perceive and be able to finish the book. I gave them a couple of months to do so, and asked them to let me have a book review by early July. I personally believe that reading novel in English is an excellent method of learning language. The books enable the reader to vocabulary, obviously, situations that are taking place in different countries and culture. In addition to description, they also contain the conversations and the which provides a very important lesson for learning natural English. I've been reading English novels for many years, and they have taught me a lot. The most important lesson I learned was that people do not speak in accordance with the rule of grammar. They speak in accordance with the rule of conventions and the rule of the local dialect. Japanese is also exactly the same. I'm not only one who who believe that reading novel is beneficial in reading lengths. I share my conversation with famous author Natsume Soseki. I read a quote from him some years ago and translated it for my own benefit. I still have the translation pinned onto the wall in my study at home. In addition to reading assignment, I also told Nobe and Misaki to arrange a farewell party for some engineers from overseas who have been here for a series of meetings. It looks like they are going to be busy. Peter Kelly, novelist. Peter Philip Kelly is an Australian novelist born in Victoria, Mass. Victoria, 違うな。Backcovers Victoria on May 7, 1943, he began writing seriously in his early 20s and completed a total of 5 novels and 25 short stories over the course of 5 years up until 1986. No one of which were published. Kelly published his first novel, Bullies, in 1981, and although the book received the Miles Franklin Award for that year, it wasn't until 1988 when we published Oscar and Lucinda that he achieved international fame. Oscar and Lucinda received the Booker Prize, and Kelly also went on to win the Booker Prize once again in 2001 for his acclaimed novel True History of Kelly Gang, becoming one of only 3 authors to have received the Booker Prize more than once. Through the course of his career, Peter Kelly has published 14 novels, as well as several short story collections, children's stories, and dabbled in non-fiction and screenplays for the stage. Okay. Quotation by Natsume Soseki. Once boys have learned English at a certain level, I advise them to read as many books in English as they can without using the dictionary. It is best if they continue reading by skipping words they don't know. I'm sure that they will end up understanding contents of what they the contents of what they have read, and they may even be able to guess the meaning of the words they don't know from reading the sentence around them. The words that they can't the words that can they can't guess should be rare words that are uncommonly used. In other words, they are advised to learn English in the same natural way as they learn their own mother tongue by reading over and over again. This may sound extreme, but I suggest that they let everything they can lay their hands to learn the language in the most natural way possible. The dictionary. Nitobe and Misaki are sitting in the canteen drinking coffee when Mr. Wilder approaches them. May I join you? Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Yonezawa. Yes, of course. Please sit down. Thank you. Can I get you a coffee? Can I get you a coffee? No, thank you. I'll only be here for a minute or two. I have an assignment for you. An assignment? Yes, I want you both to read this book and write a review on it. Oscar and Lucy there? Wasn't there a movie with that name? Yes, that's right. The movie was based on this book. To be honest, I don't think you will enjoy it much. But but writing itself is excellent. It is very descriptive and every paragraph will create a vivid image in your minds. How long the review will be? Not very long. Less than single page is fine. I just want to know what you think about it. Okay, I understand. When do you want the reviews by? When do you want the review by? Want the reviews by? When do you want the reviews by? I'm sure Mr. Winston is keeping you busy with homework. So let's say 2 months. You will be let me have them in early July. In early July. Let me have it in early July. If you will let me have them in early July. In early July. Have them in early July. You let me have them in early July. If you let me have them in early July. In early July, have them. Let me have them in early July. You let me have them in early July. In early July. Let me have them in early July. If you let me have them in early July, that will be fine. I'm sure Mr. Winston is keeping you busy with homework. Busy with homework. I'm sure Mr. Winston is keeping you busy with homework. So let's say 2 months. If you let me have them in early July, that will be fine. The book looks a little thick, but I'm sure you can manage that. Good well. I'll leave you to well. Good well. I'll leave you to your coffee. To your coffee. Leave you to your coffee. Good well. I'll leave you to your coffee. I hope you enjoy the book. Nitobe and Misaki is sitting at the canteen drinking coffee with Nitobe and Misaki are sitting in the canteen drinking coffee when Mr. Yonezawa approaches them. May I join you? Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Yonezawa. Yes, of course. Please sit down. Thank you. Can I get your coffee? No, thank you. I'm only be here for a minute or two. A minute or two. Only be here for a minute or two. I'll only be here for a minute or two. I have an assignment for you. Assignment? Yes. I want you both to read this book and write a review on it. Oscar and Lucinda. Wasn't there the movie with that name? Yes, that's right. The movie was based on the book. The movie was based on this book. To be honest, I don't think you will enjoy it much. But but the lighter but the lighting itself is excellent. But the lighting itself is excellent. It's very descriptive and every paragraph will create a vivid image in your mind. How long how long are the review to be? Not very long. Less than a single page. Less than a single page is fine. I just want to know what you think about it. Okay, I understand. When do you want to? When do you want the review by? I'm sure Mr. Winston, Mr. Winston is keeping you. Mr. Winston is keeping you busy with homework. So let's say 2 months. If you let me have them in early July, that will be fine. The book looks a little the book looks a little thick, but I'm sure we can manage that. That will goodwill. I'll leave you to your coffee. I hope you enjoy the book. Gerald has a part-time job at the local supermarket in addition to a full-time job at the gas station. In addition to her own work, she also helped train the new recruits. In addition to her own work, she also helps train the new recruits. He finally managed to reach his sales target, but it was a bit of a challenge. The job is very difficult, but I enjoy a bit of a challenge. It is difficult to understand people who speak in vernacular. Vernacular. It is difficult to understand the people who speak in vernacular. It only took her a few months to learn the local dialect and speak in the vernacular. The company pays its employees in accordance with proficiency, not age. He arrived the airplane at 4 o'clock in accordance with his boss's instructions. My manager is convinced that the recession has ended, and I share his conversation. No. I share his conviction. My manager is convinced that the recession has ended, and I share his conviction. I can share his conviction that sales will skyrocket this final year. The company announced a series of products designed to help the people with disabilities. The company announced a series of products designed to help people with disabilities. The company announced a series of products designed to help people with disabilities. I'm exhausted. I have just ended a series of 7 overseas business trips in the past 3 months. I'm exhausted. I have just ended a series of 7 overseas business trips in past 3 months. They all run after the doctor's dog. They all run after the doctor's dog. コンピューターゲーム Computer game